Hello everybody, this is Maikito. This is actually my second time trying to record this. I had recorded the whole video and I realized that I did not have my mic plugged in. So when I was trying to edit, I was wondering why there wasn't any sound, and I realized the whole time I didn't have my mic plugged in. But going over yesterday's picks, absolutely swept the board yesterday. There's still one game to go, but as I'm recording the video, they're still playing right now. It's in the 10th, 15th minute, and they're still tied. So we're not sure. We're not gonna count that one in the title. But Semenyo over 2.5 shots, that one hit. Marlon over 2.5 hit as well. Benitez over 1.5 goals allowed hit as well. Dortmund qualified hit. PSG Moneyline hit, they came through. And the second half between Bournemouth and Luton all hit. In the Bournemouth game, they were losing 3-0 in the first half, so I did not think that was going to hit. But Bournemouth came back and they won in the second half and scored 4. And then I did have some added plays. I have Oblak over 1.5 goals allowed, which hit. A Scorcher, Bakayoko over 2.5 shots, so you got extra money for that. Lautaro under 3 shots, that one pushed. And the only one that missed was Oblak under 3 saves, who was a Scorcher. And he only missed because they ended up going to extra time. But swept the YouTube picks. We'll see the last one how that goes. But hopefully we can keep the streak going. My first pick is Noah Atubolu over 1.5 goals allowed. He's playing away from home for Freiburg, going up against West Ham. Other than last game, they actually paired up against each other in the group stage. And in both of those games, West Ham scored 2 against them. So they already did that. And now West Ham is playing at home, and they will be more aggressive. They lost last game 1-0. So like I said, the other 2 games, they scored 2 against them. They will be aggressive. West Ham averaged 1.7 goals at home, so they're close to the 2 mark. So they'll for sure score 1. It's whether they get that second, and I think they will. And besides that, Freiburg averaged 2 goals away from home, so they're pretty weak defensively. So I like Atubolu over 1.5 goals allowed. My next pick is Pau Lopez over 3 saves, playing away from home for Marseille, going up against Villarreal. Villarreal averaged 5.2 shots on target at home, and Pau Lopez is a pretty good shot stopper as well, saving 74% of his shots, which is a good percentage. Villarreal lost, and they got absolutely destroyed last game. So they're going to need to be aggressive if they want any chance to even come back. And Marseille is weaker away. So I like Pau Lopez over 3.0 saves, and I'll still take it at 3.5. My next play is Alexander Sorloth, the striker. He goes on the other side of the game. Plays for Villarreal, going up against Marseille to go over 0.5 shots on target. He averages 1.9 shots on target when he plays the full 90. And I say that because sometimes he gets subbed out at halftime for some reason. And even then he still hits that mark. But because they lost so bad last game, they're going to need to be aggressive. And they're going to need him as the striker to be as aggressive as he can if they want any chance to win. Half of his shots that he takes in general, if you look, are on target. I believe 48 shots, and out of those, 24 are on target. He's over in his last 5 out of 5 starts, and over in his last out of 10 games, with one of them coming off the bench. So I really like Sorloth over 0.5 shots on target. My next play is Cody Gakpo over 2.5 shots at home for Liverpool, going up against Praga. He had 4 last game against them, and he's likely going to be playing with youngsters. The reason why I say that likely is because they destroyed Prague first game away 5-1. So now that they're at home and they have a large gap and a good cushion to play with, they're going to be playing likely players like Clark, McConnell, and Kumis. And if he's projected to play with the same lineup that he played with in the FA Cup against Norwich and Southampton, and Gakpo went over that 2.5 shots mark in both of those games with the team he's playing, and he's going to be having good chances. So I expect Gakpo to go over 2.5 shots. He's likely to be the main striker. For my last player pick, I have Gianluca Scamacca over 2.5 shots, playing at home for Atalanta, going up against Lisbon. He averages 3.88 shots when he plays the full game, and in the Europa League, he averages 4. He's likely to be playing with Koop Miners and Lookman, who, while they do shoot sometimes, they are actually pretty good playmakers. And Scamacca is going to be the only and the main striker. And he had 4 against them away from home last game. So if he plays the full minutes or even just 80 minutes over at 2.5, I really expect him to hit. He should hit. the over 2.5 shots mark. Skamaka. I have two leans. The first one is Jared Bowen over 0.5 goals and assists. In the first two games where they played them and they scored 2 goals, he went over this mark in both of the games. And at home, they're going to need to be aggressive. And if they score 2, I do anticipate that Bowen will somehow be involved in one of the 2 goals, whether it's a goal or an assist. He does take the corners for West Ham, I believe. So that's an easy way for him to cross in a ball and somebody like Suchek to head it in. So I like Bowen over 0.5 goals and assists as my first lean. And my second one is Florian Wirtz. He averages more shots at home, I believe 2.8. He's close to this 3-point mark. And like I said, they underestimated Karabakh last game. So I expect them to be aggressive and shoot against Karabakh and not mess around. They're going to need to be aggressive to win. They tied last game, so they can't be messing around. So I like Wirtz over 2.5 shots. And then for my first moneyline pick, I have in the UEFA Europa League is West Ham to qualify versus Freiburg. I believe you can get this at plus money right now. I do think they're going to beat Freiburg, especially at home, and they will qualify. Freiburg isn't good defensively, so I expect them to pass. Also in the UEFA Europa League, I have the Leverkusen first half 3-way money line against Karabakh. I expect them to play their full team this time because they really underestimated Karabakh last game, and they're going to be aggressive and they're going to want to make a statement and take the lead early in the first half. So I expect them to be winning in the first half. My next pick in the UEFA Conference League, I have the Aston Villa money line versus Ajax. I believe they tied last game, but Ajax aren't really that good defensively. They concede a lot of goals even in the Dutch division. And playing at home, Aston Villa playing at home against Ajax, who have a really good attack. I expect them to beat them. And then lastly, in the CONCACAF Champions League, I have the Monterrey money line going up against Cincinnati. I went over this 2 videos ago, how US teams, MLS teams, are not really that good when it comes to them playing away from home, especially in Mexico. And Monterrey won last game 1-0, so it's not like it's they destroyed them last game and they won't be aggressive. They'll still be aggressive, and at home with the Mexican atmosphere, I expect Monterrey to beat Cincinnati. Thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully we can keep the streak going. We have a 2-day hot streak right now. Almost swept 2 days ago, swept today on YouTube. And if you like the video, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting to help boost the algorithm. And if you feel like giving back, I do have my Cashapp linked in the bio. I do all of this for free. I do it for free for all of y'all. So I know we've been cashing out lately, so if you do feel generous, anything helps. But I appreciate everybody for watching. I hope you all have a good one, and we continue the streak tomorrow.